Morning, everyone. Oh, we are on to number 2 of our bucket list. We are doing the Ark, Noah's Ark. It is absolutely massive. And I mean unbelievably massive. Yeah. I know when I show it to you, you are not gonna be able to take in the actual size until we're actually standing up next to it. But it is unreal. And here you go. I don't have a clue. Length of a football field, probably twice the length of a football field. The thing that gets me is they say that, well, when I was a kid, it was always Noah built the ark. Well, then it's Noah, from what I read on this place's website, it's Noah and his kids built the ark. But you're talking the size of this, the size of the beams, the size of everything. It would take thousands of men, years and years to make it. And the amount of wood is unreal. So that's the outside view of it. Let's go inside and check it out to get an idea of its actual size. This thing is unbelievably massive. It's beyond big. So the question is, did he just float around? I mean, how in the heck would he steer it? There's no rudder. And yeah, we are looking straight up. So in making this, I will say things that will probably ruffle some feathers and piss some people off. Again, this is my opinion. It is not the opinion of everybody. Everybody is allowed their own opinion. So, but I would like to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments and keep it clean and keep it nice. Again, everybody is allowed their own opinions. I know these are elephant ears, but wow, they got big, huge flowers on them too. Unbelievable. I mean, I guess it can be some kind of elephant ear. It's got a huge flower that's blooming on it. So I am walking up to get up inside. This is looking at the hull of the boat. I'm just amazed at how much wood was used to make this. How many homes and houses and stuff could have been built in the making of this instead of this. Not saying that, you can't, it shouldn't have been made. But all I'm saying is the amount of wood that was used in the making of this, how many people could have been housed. Okay, so now we're inside. So I'm guessing this is basically how they would have housed the smaller animals. Stuff like your ferrets and stuff like that. There's a lot of animals in the world. I'm guessing this would be for all the different kinds of snakes. Tubes that have been used to water and feed them. Prayer. Probably food. Oh, moths. And they would use these to feed the other critters. The size of that thing. Basically 3 foot across. So back when Noah was around, I guess these are the animals that was around then. Definitely not what we have today. Yeah, I don't have a clue. Never even seen them in books. Pellusaur kind. I've seen them in books. Couple of black bear. We have some sloths. Deer, but these are real tiny compared to what we used to eat. What we're used to eating. Oh, we got some pigs. Food. You have to feed the aminals. So I'm guessing you would need as much food on the ship as far as quantity in space would have to match. Wait, you got bats. But they would have to match the amount of room as the actual animals itself. The amount of food would match the amount of animals as is out there. I do not know how long they were adrift, but even if they were adrift for a year, the amount of food an elephant would need is a lot. These are sponsors who sponsored the building of it. And all these people are sponsors and people who worked on it. The Ark is 510 foot long, smaller than the Titanic, but it's absolutely massive. $400 tons of food. I was right. The outer edge of the thing is for food. And these are all your animals, living and extinct. So this is the bow of the boat. Look at the size of the beams that's needed to build this thing. And this is with modern technology. Imagine. What it would have took back in. Look up, that's what it looked like. Something else I just thought about. The amount of people it would have took to take care of all these animals. Feed them, water them, get rid of their poo. It would be more than just Noah and his family. Stuff that they never say in the Bible. But I don't know. The Bible is a little bit confusing. All the stuff they say that happened, that if you think about what it would take for it to happen, is a far reach. It's like these trees that they used. Look at the size. And you're talking, it goes from there, and it goes all the way to the top. And as you can see, these are all one piece. And these ain't fake, these are real. I could probably build 10 houses just from one of them trees. It's just amazing the size. It's like, where did they get the trees?
Colorado and Utah.
Some big.
You could tell, these are relatively smooth.
Right.
There's a few of them, and those are mostly down there. They're spruce trees.
I figured that's what they were, some kind of spruce.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just absolutely massive.
And it's one tree.
That's what I was saying in the video. That's what I was saying in the video. I probably could build 2 houses with just one tree.
Yeah.
The amount of lumber that's in it. Can you imagine the size of the city you could build just in the wood alone on this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unreal.
Largest timber frame structure in the world.
Mm-hmm. And I could take the wood and home 10,000 people. You do. It's just mind-boggling the amount of wood. It's beautiful. God creates the perfect world. And then along came man and destroyed it. Rhinosauruses and unicorns. Well, there's our rhinosauruses. We're unicorns on this yard. Guessing the grass, but horses. I knew the horses were miniature way back when. Hippos. Here's the question I ask. Each family member would have been responsible for an average of 850 animals. But yeah, we got people today that can't even take care of a simple cat or a simple dog. Small animals would have been smart feeders. Great way to clean the crap. Yeah, they could have left the rats drowned. What we got here, all the way there, fed and watered. Clean water would have came from the rain. Rain goes in, runs down. And there's where all the sludge is and crap and education and libraries. Music. Woodworking. See, these are things that you had never thought about when reading about the Ark. They would have had to have a working library or working wood shop. You got to do upkeep on all the cages, building new stuff. You would also needed a blacksmith. And there's what I just said, blacksmith. So looking at the simplicity of the living quarters, I mean, you have your bed, you have storage all around the bed. Everything is about storage. Place to sit, a table, place to write, a desk. That's all you need. You don't need much more. You look at all the people out there that's got these, $400,000 or $500,000 homes. They got 4 bathrooms. Why the hell do you need 4 bathrooms? I'd see people survive with the minimum in an outhouse. See how they do. Everything's about status and greed. Again, it's about storage. And they still lived comfortable. Dining area, eating and meeting. This would have been the kitchen. And your spot for cooking and baking. Oven. Supposed to be for him and his wife. The bed looks a little small. Maybe it's a pull-out. Noah and the dove. After the ark landed on the mountain. A freshly picked olive leaf. The world just sat underwater for God knows how long, and there was already an olive leaf. I agree. Technology does not equal intelligence. Same as if you go to college, doesn't mean you're smart. With that being said, I also know that I am a man with many talents. I would rather be a man with many talents than one man with only one talent. That man has to pay for everybody to do his stuff for him, whereas I can do it all for myself.
Have you ever heard someone claim that the Bible's been through so many changes and so many revisions that we really can't know what the original message was? Let's use some coffee beans to illustrate a major problem with that argument. And what we're going to do is look at the manuscript evidence for some ancient writings compared to the manuscript evidence for the New Testament. That is, we're going to be looking at the handwritten copies made before the days of the printing press for each of these works. For example, for Tacitus, he wrote his famous work called the Annals around the year AD 100. And the earliest copy we have for that comes from about 750 years later. So there's a 750-year gap between when it was written and our earliest copy. How many copies do we have? Just 2. So let's put 2 beans in this cup to represent those manuscripts. For Plato's dialogue, there's a 1,200-year gap, and we have just 7 copies. For the Histories by Herodotus, there's a 1,300-year gap with just 9 copies. And we have 10 copies of Caesar's Gallic Wars after a 900-year gap. Now, very few people question whether we have the original message of these writings, yet they constantly attack the Bible on this point. And yet the manuscript evidence we have for these is so minimal, and the gap between when they were written and when their earliest copies come from is enormous. So what about the New Testament? Well, it was written in the 1st century AD, and the earliest manuscript evidence we have for it comes within 50 years of that time. Now, how many copies do we have? Well, there are nearly 6,000 Greek New Testament manuscripts, and they average about 450 pages each.
As I descend all the way back down to the bottom, kind of interesting what people believe and what people don't believe. I can't say yes or no about the Bible. I was originally raised to believe in the Bible. I went to church, baptized, all that good stuff. But I can't get past the world we live in. I believe in things I see, not what I'm told. There is way, way too many things that, in my mind, are unanswered. I guess it's just something everybody's going to have to figure out on their own. That's something easy to figure out, not something you can figure out and walk into an exhibit. It's unbelievable. It's massive. It has one heck of a lot of wood. Could have housed a lot of people with that wood. But we're man, and we must make a profit. As the church. Can't exist without it. And greed has got to be our number one sin. Think about that.